Hey, I'm Heyzeus, and if you'd like to be in the running to win a set of Shadow Dagger's Slaughter, hosted by idolempire.com, check the link in the description below to enter. Anyway, recently I did a vid on a Chinese skin design competition, and to my surprise, there was a very positive reception to a certain bright pink skin with an anime cat girl on it that I featured, and this skin subsequently won a poll I put up on Twitter for the best skin in that video, so I thought maybe it'd be interesting to see what the Steam Workshop has in this department. You know, what kind of weeboo outfit can we find there? Now, as I'm sure everyone knows, there's only one anime skin in CSGO at the moment, the Akihabara Accept, which is designed to look like an anime magazine cover, which I guess it does. But it also has something on it that's going to be a very common theme in this video, the anime woman. We're going to be seeing a lot of her. Just a warning, there's a lot of waifus in this video. But anyway, even though this skin isn't really that accessible to the general public, you know, it is a covert skin in the Rising Sun collection and costs about $1,000 factory new, it's definitely still picked up some fans during its lonely existence as a sole weeboo skin in the game. And one of these fans was a guy called Despacito, or at least that's how his name reads phonetically to me. And Despacito really went the extra mile because as part of his perhaps appropriately named Skins Under Controversy collection, he made 2 additional Akihabara Accept skins, one for the SG and one for the P90, and these are actually fairly detailed skins, and we'll start by having a closer look at the SG. So, just like the original Akihabara Accept, this skin basically looks like an anime magazine cover, and also just like the original skin, it's got a whole bunch of details and Easter eggs worked into it. First of all, there's 2 bits of text on this gun that really stand out to me. There's the Rush B on the magazine of the gun, for example, and it also says, "They shall regret this day" on the top of the gun, which I think is meant to be, "We will make them regret this day," which may not necessarily be a misquote, it may just have been changed in translation for different regions. And these both tie in to the blue-haired terrorist girl in the centre, and when I say she's a terrorist girl, it's not just because she's carrying a bomb and an SG. In fact, when you look at her in this really cool GIF that Despacito made of the art design process, you'll notice that she's actually wearing elite crew outfits, so there's obviously been quite a bit of thought in making all the elements of this skin tie together. The second Akihabara Accept skin though, really takes it to the next level, and I'm not referring to the fact that it says "Good luck, have fun" on the gun, or the gun has "Let's call my brother" written on it. What I'm actually more interested in is the fact that there seems to be a fucking transformer on this gun, and it's not just some random robot. No, there is a lengthy explanation behind what's going on here. And the answer, as it happens, is hidden in the flavor text that Despacito wrote for the gun. So let's have a read. Quote, "2 long years have passed since the Phoenix, a union of asteroid miners, have declared war against the Galactic Coalition government. The introduction of heavy assault suits, a giant humanoid armor originally intended for terraforming to the battlefront, have granted advantage to the Phoenix during the early days of the war. One of them was the infamous VAC ban, feared by the Coalition under the nickname the X-Face Demon, and little did they know that it was piloted by a mere girl. Aimbot VAC Ban Z, Season 1, Episode 1. So this artwork is literally meant to be the promo images for an imaginary TV show called Aimbot VAC Ban, with the robot literally being called VAC Ban, and you'd have to wonder whether Aimbot is meant to be the name of his model or something, and the girl is meant to be the pilot. And there's one thing in particular about her that really stands out to me, and it's not that she's literally going around and slaughtering people in the TV show, and it's not because she's wearing a separatist outfit when she's actually working for the Phoenix, and it's not because she's holding a gut knife Ottotronic either. The thing that actually stands out to me is her pose. You can see what I mean a bit more clearly here, and I don't think the angle we're viewing her from is an accident, because as the skin's designer says himself, this is a kawaii ass gun, and I definitely have to agree about that ass part. Either way though, Despacito is clearly a very talented artist, and if you like his skins, make sure you give them a vote in the workshop. Anyway, on the topic of this kawaii word, if you're not familiar with it, it basically means cute or adorable. There's a backstory, but there's no real need to get into it. And kawaii is definitely another common theme with workshop skins with anime designs, and they seem to come in 2 particular varieties, human and cat girl. On the human side of the equation, we've got the P90 Kawaii Girl, who I can only assume is living up to the standard, given the bunny rabbit, the gigantic eyes, and the dress which seems to be made entirely out of frills, with the whole thing being naturally bright pink to boot. And To be honest, if we ever get this skin in game, I think it could make for some pretty entertaining frag videos. I think it'd be entertaining to watch people get dunked on with a gun like this. And on top of that, there's also a whole bunch more Kawaii Killer stickers that haven't made it into the game yet. Not that there's so much here in the way of pink frills, it definitely plays up the killer aspect over the kawaii aspect. In terms of cat girls, on the other hand, first of all we've got the Famas Kawaii, which in all fairness is actually a moderately subtle gun, or at least it certainly is compared to the M4A1S Sweet Cat ears. Not what you'd expect from a skin with a cat girl on it anyway. And we've also got the P90 Anime Force, and you may be looking at this and thinking, why am I calling her a cat girl? I mean, there's no cat features, right? Well, as it happens, the artists went out of their way to show us that there are. Why they thought that was necessary, I've got no idea, but there are definitely a set of cat ears there. Now, there's a couple of other skins that I came across that didn't fit cleanly into any of these categories that I wanted to share. Firstly, there's the Org Anime Lifestyle, which for some reason has a woman on it who doesn't have a nose or mouth, but is somehow drinking from a popper. I'll let you guys figure that one out. And there's also this, the P250 Witchin, which features a bright blue witch in a very, very sexualized outfit, a bodysuit and stockings by the looks of things, and I suspect given the nature of its design, it may have some issues getting past Valve. They might not see it as appropriate, but if it was to somehow slip through, I think it would be very warmly received. Now, at this point, there's only really one topic left for me to cover, and this would be the Hello Kitty skins. And I know they're not really anime, but I feel like I have to include them. All 2,677 of them, which makes perfect sense of course. After all, it's well known that a violent shooter is a natural crossover for Hello Kitty. We've seen it before, we'll see it again, and what could possibly go wrong with crossing these two? Oh, well, this is awkward. Shit, what do I do? Oh, I know, well, this normally works anyway. Right, so trust the numbers, not your gut. I'm Heyzeus. Thanks for watching, and you didn't see nothing.